Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're discussing music for running. So I'm a big music fan, guys. I'm a big music fan, guys. I really enjoy listening to music while running, and I want to have a bit of a discussion about that, the pros and the cons of listening to music while you're training and running. So I'm really into music, guys. Really love listening to alternative indie music, some rock and country as well, a little bit of electronic dance music too, when the mood takes me. I love bands like War on Drugs, Tame Impala. I really like Kurt Vile. Some of his tracks are fantastic from his recent albums, and I love Courtney Barnett too. So I like some of the drawn out kind of music, something that's around about 6 to 7 minutes long. Really helps you to be able to kind of zone out and just sort of become one with what you're trying to do. I found that listening to music while running can really help pacing at times if you get the right types of music with the right BPMs, the right speeds. So I typically like tracks which last between 6 to 7 minutes long. They can really help in terms of that mild pacing. If you're working on running at a very specific speed, maybe doing some type of tempo run, then music that's between 6 and 7 minutes long can really help with that pacing. So please share any suggestions, guys, that you have down in the comments about music that you particularly like listening to while out running and training. I'd love to see those. I'm always on the lookout for new music. So you may have encountered this already, guys, but some races that you enter do not allow the use of headphones. So these things are strictly banned. Why, you may ask? Well, event organisers have to take out considerable insurance. If you are running at all on roads, the likelihood is that headphones will be banned during that race. And for good reason. Safety and security should always be paramount. They should always be respected, guys. Your safety when running is the most important thing. So a question, do you miss not having music during races? I certainly did to begin with, but I quickly learned to enjoy the white noise around me, really. Listening to other runners, chatting with stewards and some of the volunteers when you go around a race. That can be really great sometimes. They can give you a real boost. There's nothing better than when you're going past the steward, you're giving your all, you're really pushing it, and you're starting to feel tired, but they give you a load of positive reinforcement. It kind of lifts you up a little bit and gives you a bit of extra energy to push forward. I found that not listening to music actually enabled me to focus more on the rhythm and my movement during training and racing. I think at times, sometimes we can get a little bit distracted if we're listening to music. You know, where they're trying to switch songs, change the volume up and down, move through, shuffle through different playlists we might have. It stops us from focusing on those important things, you know, our form, our pace, and also sometimes our direction. We may end up going off on a wrong turn and getting lost. So sometimes music can be a bit of a distraction. I primarily use the Apple Watch for listening to music while I'm out running. I use Apple's wired headphones along with a Bluetooth small dongle that I can clip onto my shorts or into my coat. It's not an ideal setup, but it does give me the option to be able to listen to my favourite tracks, and I'm not too worried if those earbuds get wet, if the clip gets wet. They can be replaced relatively cheaply. I'm not going to destroy any expensive headphones. Audio quality is kind of adequate with those. Bass response is okay. That's the one thing you're always going to lose with earbuds. They're never going to have that very low bass response, very accurate and articulate bass response. When I know it's going to be dry, sometimes I do go out with my Sennheiser HD25s. They're fantastic headphones, quite lightweight. All the parts can be easily replaced on them, but then again, they're a much more expensive headphone. They're not the sort of headphones that you're really going to consider going out running in normally. I'm quite lucky to have these, but they do sound absolutely fantastic. Really crisp, clean bass, and nice articulate and accurate high frequencies. So my Apple Watch is able to hold about 7 to 8 albums, which is ideal really for the current music that I'm listening to. It's pretty easy to be able to switch those albums out with other things as well if I want to, if I do a little bit of preparation before a training run. My experiences at races in terms of people listening to music are a little negative, guys. So just to declare, I'm not counting park runs here. I see those as fun timed events really. I classify them purely as that, so not as a race. There was a beach-based 10K race that I did very late last year, where I found a real problem with someone listening to music. There was someone running in the race that had extremely large headphones, kind of noise cancelling headphones really, and they caused a lot of problems to a number of runners as runners were trying to overtake them or go around them. Certainly those runners that were behind them as well. They caused a lot of issues. The person just wasn't connected with their surroundings at the time. Their awareness was severely hampered, and it did cause some issues. Also, you have to bear in mind that they couldn't hear instructions from the marshals and the officials at the time, and they very nearly caused an accident as they took a bend very late and almost hit another runner. If they didn't have the headphones on, they would have been able to hear the instructions of the stewards, and that situation would not have occurred. Also, you have to take into account that on some of these road races, roads are still open. So there is traffic still on the road, and if you've got a big pair of headphones on, you're not going to be able to hear when cars are perhaps approaching or trying to go past you as well. So another thing to consider, guys, is safety when wearing headphones. Certainly late at night or in non-public areas, please do exercise caution when running with headphones. You simply can't hear your surroundings and you need to keep safe. Many running clubs exist up and down the country. They organise club runs during the week, so you can typically get out there in groups and stay nice and safe if it's later at night. Okay guys, again, please post up your music suggestions down in the comments below, and if you have any suggestions for good headphones as well that you might have found, perhaps on the cheaper side, medium or high, please post those up in the comments. I'd love to see them. Okay guys, that's all I've got for you today. I hope you've enjoyed my views on running with music. Please hit the subscribe button and give the thumbs up to any videos you particularly enjoyed. Hit the bell for notifications, and I'll be seeing you.